Good morning, class! Hi, I'm Pedro Bernal Morote and I'm the science teacher of 4th B. They are very active, funny, very smart. Today, I'm going to explain our last science project. It's so important that you understand it properly since it will count as an exam. With this task, I pretend to support both the analysis and the design of complex elements of learning in this part of the course. With this, I want children to think, to speak, to do, etc., to achieve a full learning. I want them to use technological tools and resources such as Prezi, Kahoot, or Padlet to be used in this task. In this task, I propose several topics such as the water cycle, the food chain, how heat is transmitted, and magnetism, their force and their effects. Being able to choose the topic you want. Finally, I have proposed this activity as an individual task to evaluate each one of the students individually and thus know if they have understood the subject. I have to admit that it's a very complex task, but my children can do it very well. How am I evaluating this task? It's very important to read the decree before proposing an activity. If not, Jacinta tells you she did the task she wants, without relying on anything on the decree. In the end, her students didn't get a grade, and they have a project that was impossible to evaluate. First, choose the topic you want. Then, go to Prezi and choose a template. You must do 5 slides as minimum and 10 as maximum. Didn't count the reference slide. Use images, cool fonts, let your imagination flow. Once you finish the presentation, click on Share and click on the option Enlace de visionado and create a link. Go to this link. To upload your presentation, go to the plus icon and write in Asunto your name. Then click on the middle icon and paste your presentation's link. Don't forget to click on Publicar. Create a Kahoot with the contents of your presentations. Click on Create, write your questions with the possible answers. Once you finish, click on Save, Share, copy the link and add it to the Padlet. We are going to play the Kahoot of the best presentation. First, I'm going to talk about ethical problems for me as a teacher. That could be lack of clarity in the instructions or objectives of the activity, generating confusion among the students. The solution is clearly explain the steps and the objectives that I want to be carried out during the work. The ethical problems for a student could be risk of students copying without posting the webgraphy, stress and anxiety related to homework evaluation. The solution is warned from the outset and include in the instructions of the task that the website from which the information was obtained is mentioned. Also, from the first moment, emphasize that the final note is not this work. The ethical problems for parents could be concern of the privacy and security of their children's information online, especially if the use of little-known digital tools is requested, mistrust of the teacher when it comes to fairly evaluating the work of their children, and concern about the level of workload in children. The solutions are tell parents that the tools have been pre-tested and are intended for classroom use and learning. The teacher is a specialist who has had to go through a long process to get to where he is, so parents must trust teachers' veracity. And talking about ethics, there are also some ethical problems that could appear using the tools. Those problems are in Prezi, privacy issues and plagiarism. In Kahoot, privacy issues and accessibility difficulty. And in Padlet, privacy issues. By using digital tools in this task, we help children to have a better knowledge when preparing interactive presentations, thanks to Prezi, that they know how to prepare surveys in relation to the knowledge learned in the presentations with Kahoot, and that they know how to value the work from others after seeing them uploaded on Padlet. This project will be evaluated by parts. First, I will evaluate the presentation, how it's set up, if it's visually attractive, if it has the requested content, if it has webgraphy, if it has been uploaded to Padlet, and if it has been Kahooted. Next, I will evaluate the student's presentation, if he understands what he says, if he does not read, if he knows how to defend himself against any questions that his classmates ask him. Finally, I will evaluate the presentation and student set with the specific skills and basic knowledge. With this task, children will be able to use Prezi to carry out dynamic projects in the future and also as a collaborative tool for future group projects. They will be able to evaluate their classmates through surveys through Kahoot, and they will be able to use Padlet as a tool to share their projects carried out, improving the relationship between students. Hello, I'm Pedro Bernal Morote, and here you can see my PLE. I choose the apps Instagram, Spotify, Canva, Google Docs, and Padlet. During this course, we try a lot of apps that I use in my daily life, but in an educative way. First of all, I divided it into 4 groups, called Browse, Create, Store, and Share, and in each one I put the apps that can do each of those actions. I think that Instagram is a very versatile app, since here you can browse information, pictures, videos, and so on. You can create posts and store it in your profile. Also, Spotify is a very versatile app, and I didn't know about it since I only use it to listen to music. You can browse information in podcasts, you can even create your own podcast, and also share it. Google Docs is a very useful tool, since I made all my projects there and I can share it with all my teammates. I always heard about Canva and I never used it before, but now I'm in love with this tool because I can make beautiful and dynamic presentations. I love the way that Padlet stores the information, like in a wall, and there you can see all the projects shared by the classmates in a clear way. Professional engagement means being able to express the use of digital technologies for professional interactions with colleagues, learners, parents, etc., for their individual personal development and for the collective good and continuous innovation in the organization and the teaching profession. Teaching and learning means that digital technologies can improve teaching and learning, but it's up to the educator to effectively use them in different stages of the process. The key competence in this area is teaching, which involves designing, planning, and implementing digital technologies in the learning process. Empowering learning means that digital technologies can enhance learner-centered pedagogies by promoting active engagement, experimentation, creativity, and reflection. They can also support personalized education by offering activities tailored to individual needs and interests. However, educators must be mindful of existing inequalities and ensure accessibility for all learners, including those with special needs. During this course, I learned a lot of things, but the thing that I highlight the most is that it's very important to work in a collaborative work environment and to comprehend the different situations in our group, helping my colleagues if they are going through a difficult situation.
What's the mark you earn? What's the mark you earn?
I deserve something between an 8 or a 9 because a part of this project I work a lot with my group, sometimes doing roles that didn't correspond with me, and yes, an 8 or a 9.
What is the most important role you have performed in this course?
For me, the most important role that I have performed was the facilitator, because I give the correct information to my group and the steps to do the task, and also I coordinate my team in order to do the assignment faster.
What is the most challenging role you have performed?
For me, I think it's also the facilitator's role, since in my group we led the projects 1 or 2 days after presenting it, so I have to coordinate the activity in order to present it on time.